The harem genre is the most misunderstood genre of anime. People love to hate on it, but they don't realize how great it really is. Harem is the only genre that makes me genuinely glad that the season finally fucking ended. No other anime can do that. Plus, the more I watch harem, the more I appreciate the other animes even more. It's a selfless genre. And since I watch so much harem, I think it's time I share what I have learned to help other people build their own real life harem. Because unfortunately, I cannot build my own since I never step outside of my room. A wise man once said, "Are you a harem protagonist because you have a harem? Or do you have a harem because you are a harem protagonist?" Okay, maybe that's not what he said, but he said something similar. So the first step to building your harem is to become a harem protagonist. And let me tell you this, being one is not an easy task and requires a great deal of sacrifice. According to alchemy's first law of equivalent exchange, in order to gain something, another thing of equal value must be lost. So in order to gain a harem, every harem protagonist must lose their ability to think. You never found it odd that every single one of these dudes is the most clueless, indecisive living thing in existence that refuses to use their head? Well, that's because they don't have one, but in exchange, every girl in their harem is willing to give them a head. And if you want to be a successful harem protagonist, then you must let go of your critical thinking skills too. Which means you must be the most generic human being possible, almost like a blank canvas that anyone can paint on. And with this, you have taken a major step towards becoming a harem protagonist. You have become a self-insert. Your harem will live and die with you. There will be no harem if you are dead. And since you plan on having multiple partners, the biggest threat to your existence will undoubtedly be HIV. You ever wondered why every harem anime ends after the confession? Well, it's because the main character dies from AIDS shortly after. Nah, but seriously, how has not one harem protagonist contracted HIV? The answer is because they are resistant to it. So in order to build a strong harem, you must also build a strong resistance to HIV. It's already bad that you don't have a brain. Would be even worse if you also don't have a working immune system. You must learn the art of procrastinating. The best harems are built off of the blood, sweat, and tears of years of procrastination. It's not about how much you love each other, it's about how long you can love each other for. Do they really deserve to be in your harem if they cannot wait at least a decade or two for a confession? Every harem protagonist is a born procrastinator. In fact, they are so amazing that by the time they finally confess, I have forgotten why they even liked each other in the first place. Which is why you too must become a pro at procrastinating. Cultivating this skill will ensure that you can always put off your problems for later and focus on what matters more, like adding more women to your harem. And the final step is believing that not one, but more than 3 women will love you for who you are. Which means you must be delusional, and then you must talk to these women about something you both share in common. Something like anime, which is again delusional, because no woman watches anime. They're all men, I just can't prove it yet. Nah, but for real though, I'm pretty sure women who watch anime exist. Like inside my imagination. And there you have it. With that, you have all the steps needed to get started on your journey to build your own harem. For a higher chance of success, you can also throw in the typical harem protagonist haircut, a male best friend, and a noble sounding life goal, like finding the cure to AIDS, because most of you will be getting AIDS once you have your own harem. But always remember, if you are still facing issues creating a harem, then kidnapping is always an option.